Hey y'all, my name is Jonathan Fenters. I'm from Charleston, South Carolina. My friends call me Nathan though. And I'm a freshman at Liberty. I've lived in South Carolina my whole life. I'm 19. I'm a sports management major, and I'm trying to minor in business administration. So hopefully, I can be an athletic director. I'm working at a camp this summer for youth groups, so I'll be there the entire summer. But an important lesson that I wanted to share with y'all is about a church trip that I went on my junior year of high school. It was called Extreme Weekend, so it was just for a weekend. It was a retreat with just my youth group. I really wasn't interested in going at first because none of my friends were going. So like at the beginning of the trip, it was like kind of terrible, and I was just like sort of dreading be there. So I was like, this is terrible. And then I talked to my youth pastor, and we had a talk, and I just really started to think about my entire time being in the youth ministry. So I realized that towards the beginning of me being in it, I really hung out with like the high school kids. Like whenever I was in middle school, I hung out with the high schoolers. And as they graduated, like there were obviously less of them for me to hang out with. So I had to make friends with kids my own age. And on that trip, there were mainly just like the younger kids in the youth group, like the middle schoolers and stuff like that. So I was like, this is dumb. I don't need to be here. And then I got to thinking about how I was friends with them, and they really just poured into me and helped me become who I was and like a leader in the youth ministry. So I just realized that it's really important for the older people to interact with the younger people to like pass on their wisdom for being in the youth group and like experiencing things that have happened and like how to interact with the younger kids. It's just really important to do because like without that there wouldn't be any leaders in the youth ministry, and if there's no leaders in the youth ministry, that correlates to being no leaders in the church eventually. So if that happens, then like we're done for. And this doesn't just apply for the youth ministry. Like I've figured out, just as I just said, that this also works for the entire church. Like the elders of the church and like the younger like college kids of the church need to interact. So like the college kids aren't clueless whenever they come up. So this is just something that I really learned, and I would just appreciate it if y'all took something from it too, because I think it's just something important that we should all learn. So thank you for listening. See y'all the rest of the semester.